Most people think investing only starts when you have a lot of money. That belief keeps people broke longer than they realize. Because the hardest part about building wealth was never making money fast. It was learning how to stop thinking small about money. I turned $100 into $1,000 faster than I expected. Not because I worked harder, not because I got lucky. What changed everything was realizing that small money behaves differently when you stop treating it like spending money and start treating it like a test. And the strange part? The first $1,000 wasn't even the thing that changed my life. It was what happened to the way I thought afterward. And it gets worse and funnier. The MY name is Marcus. And I've spent an embarrassing amount of time trying to figure out why smart, hardworking people stay broke. Not lazy people, not reckless people, smart people. People who work overtime, people who budget, people who genuinely try. And the strange part? It usually had nothing to do with how hard they worked. It had everything to do with what they believed about money. I learned that the hard way, because one Tuesday night, I sat on the edge of my bed staring at my banking app, genuinely scared to open it. That half-second pause before you check your balance, holding your breath, hoping the number isn't as bad as you think. That was me, every single week. The same fear, the same pause, over and over again. I had a real job, showing up every day, doing the work, and still living in that pause every single week. Friday, my paycheck would hit, and by Monday, it was already gone. Rent, transport, food, bills I forgot about, and another bill I definitely forgot about. Whatever was left felt like freedom for about 6 hours. Then Sunday night would come, and I'd be back, scared, tired, wondering where it all went. Nobody tells you this. It's not just about money. After a while, it becomes about who you think you are. You start believing some people are built for wealth, and some are built to survive, and you quietly put yourself in the second group. I had given up on money working for me. I thought that was a rich people idea, not a Marcus idea. I walked past a poster about investing once, and I actually laughed, out loud, by myself. Invest what? With what money? For what future? I had $100. That wasn't investing money. That $100 was an opportunity. It was a security blanket, something I held on to just to feel slightly less anxious. And that right there, that was a trap? Not my income, not my job. The story I was telling myself about what $100 could do. The most dangerous traps. You build yourself, brick by brick, belief by belief. You keep waiting for more money, more time, more confidence. But more never comes, because you're waiting for permission nobody will ever give you. 2 years. 2 years of Fridays that felt like freedom, and Mondays that felt like punishment. I watched other people talk about stocks and investments and side income, feeling like they spoke a language I was never taught. I was smart enough to know I was stuck, just not brave enough yet to do anything about it. Then one night, everything got quieter than usual. No distractions, no scrolling, just me and that $100. No TV, no distractions, no scrolling, just silence, and a question he had been running from for 2 years. What if I'm wrong about this? What if $100 isn't too small? What if the real problem is what I believe the amount can do? That question didn't feel big at the time. It felt almost stupid, but it cracked something open. And once something cracks open, you can't close it again. That was his first step out of the trap. Your salary was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to keep you showing up. Tiny paycheck, giant expenses, and the gap between them, that was where the years were disappearing. This is where people lose years, not in one bad decision, but in staying exactly the same week after week. Short-term pleasure, long-term regret. Every small choice today is a vote for which Marcus you become. An empty wallet doesn't just hurt your bank account. It echoes inside you every single day. The chains around your money aren't made of iron. They're made of the stories you tell yourself about what's possible. He didn't have a plan yet. He just had a question and $100. And for the first time, that felt like enough. That was his first step out of the trap, but he had no idea what was waiting for him next. Marcus didn't sleep well that night, not because anything went wrong, but because something went right inside his head, and his brain didn't know what to do with it yet. That question kept coming back. What if $100 isn't too small? He tried to push it away. He'd been disappointed before. He knew what hope felt like right before it collapsed, and he wasn't sure he could survive another collapse. So he did what most people do when something scares them. He went to sleep and told himself he'd think about it tomorrow. Morning came. The bill hadn't moved, but something about it looked different. Marcus looked different. He opened his phone, not to check his balance this time, to learn something. What he found wasn't complicated. It wasn't some secret formula locked behind a paywall. It was simple, uncomfortably simple. So simple it made him angry. Why did nobody teach me this? Person A invests small amounts early and stops. Person B waits until they feel ready, then invests more. Person A wins, by a distance that doesn't seem fair. Marcus stared at that image for a long time, because he recognized himself instantly. He was person B, waiting to feel ready. And time, silent, patient, indifferent time, was already making a decision for him. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. Simple. But then he looked around his life. Really looked. Almost everything he owned was a liability. Not because he was stupid. Because nobody ever taught him to ask, is this working for me or am I working for it? It doesn't feel good, but it feels real. And real, after years of confusion, feels like relief. He looked at the $100 bill again. And this time, he didn't see a security blanket. He saw a question waiting to be answered. He saw a test. If I can't make $100 move, what makes me think I could do anything with $1,000? Marcus made a decision, not a financial decision, a personal one. He decided to stop waiting until he knew enough and start learning by doing something real. When your own money is in the game, your brain pays attention in a completely different way. He put in the $100. Don't bet on one thing. Bet on everything moving forward together. And Marcus, who had been burned by hoping things would work out, found something quietly radical about that idea. Not fast, not the way the internet promises, but real, provably, undeniably real. And then he did something almost nobody talks about in these kinds of stories. He waited. The number didn't explode. There was no notification. No congratulations. No sign that he'd done something right. Just a small number, slightly different from $100. This is where most people quit. Right here, in the silence, in the nothing happening, in the space where doubt lives. The first time, he checked the number and it was down slightly. And to someone who has never invested before, a number going down feels like confirmation of every fear you ever had. He hovered over the withdraw button for a long time. Then he remembered the two people, person A and person B, and he remembered which one he had always been. He put the phone down. He didn't withdraw, not because he was brave, because he was tired of making decisions from fear. A friend told him the market was crashing, not crashing, just dipping, the way markets always dip. His friend pulled out everything. Marcus almost followed. He didn't follow, not because he was brave, because he was tired of making decisions from fear. He held. Someone online claimed they turned $1,000 into $50,000 in 3 weeks. And something dangerous happened. His $100 suddenly felt embarrassing again. This is a trap inside the trap. Comparison. The moment you measure your beginning against someone else's middle, you lose perspective completely. Marcus caught himself. Barely, but he caught himself, and he held. Weeks passed, then a month, then 2, and the number, quietly, undramatically, without announcement, started moving. The number started moving, not fast, not the way the internet promises, but real, provably, undeniably real. He stopped checking it every day, not because he stopped caring, because he started trusting it. That is the real transformation. The $100 became $140, then $200. Then he added more small amounts, Because consistency beats timing every single time. Hoping is passive. Building is a decision you make every single day. Even on the days it doesn't feel like it's working, especially on those days. The $100 test didn't just teach Marcus about money. It taught him about himself, about how he responded to fear, to comparison, to silence and slow progress and doubt. He was getting closer to $1,000. But the closer he got, the more he realized the money was never really the point. The $1,000 moment came, and it was not what he expected to feel. He thought reaching $1,000 would feel like winning. Instead, it felt like understanding. It wasn't the money that changed him. It was a discovery of what he was capable of when he stopped running from himself. He looked back at everything it took. The fear, the doubt, the nights he almost quit. And for the first time, he was proud of every single one. School taught him everything except the thing that would have changed his life the earliest. Nobody teaches this, and that's the most expensive gap in our education. Every year you don't understand money, money is still moving, just not toward you. You are not too broke. You are not too late. You are not too small. Marcus was all three, and none of them were true. The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is right now. And right now is always available. $100 is not too small. $100 is a test. And the only way to fail the test is to never take it. Here is the truth Marcus discovered that nobody puts in the title. It was never about the money. It was always about the belief. Money is an asset, but belief is the asset that builds all the other assets. Without it, the money means nothing. With it, everything is possible. The Marcus who was scared to open his banking app still exists somewhere, but he doesn't make the decisions anymore. The trap was never the economy, never the job, never the amount. The trap was always the story, and stories can be rewritten. Compound interest doesn't look impressive at first. It looks like a small plant, but its shadow tells you exactly what it's becoming. Nobody teaches patience as a financial skill, but it is the highest return investment you will ever make. Your salary was designed to keep you showing up. Marcus learned that his investments were designed to set him free. They are not the same thing. Freedom doesn't look like a mansion. It looks like a Tuesday morning when you check your balance and feel nothing but calm. He used to be afraid to open his banking app. Now he opens it with the same calm. He opens a book. The phone didn't change. He did. Staying is not passive in a world designed to profit from your impatience. Staying is the most radical financial decision you can make. Somewhere between the fear and the waiting and the holding, Marcus stopped being someone who was scared of money. He became someone who understood it. If you are watching this with $100 in your account and thinking it's too small to matter, I need you to hear this. You are not behind. You are not competing with anyone. The only race that matters is the one between who you are today and who you could become. Take your $100. Don't hold it like a security blanket. Hold it like a test, because that is exactly what it is. The waiting is not nothing. The waiting is the work. Every day you hold your investment is a day you are building something real, even when you cannot see it. This is what nobody shows you at the beginning. The curve doesn't stay gentle forever. Consistency has a tipping point, and when it tips, everything changes. If Marcus could go back, he wouldn't tell himself to invest more. He would tell himself to believe sooner. The most important investment Marcus ever made cost nothing. It was a decision to believe that $100 was worth taking seriously. Nobody teaches this. That's not an excuse. That's just the truth. And once you know the truth, it becomes your responsibility to learn it anyway. These are not motivational phrases. These are the exact walls Marcus walked into, lived through, and walked out of. They are real, and they are waiting for you too. The transformation wasn't dramatic. It didn't happen in a moment. It happened in all the small moments when he chose differently than he used to. The first time Marcus sent money home without checking if he could afford it, that was when he knew something had permanently changed. Freedom doesn't look like a yacht. It looks like a Tuesday morning where nobody owns your attention, and your account is working while you rest. If nobody has ever sat across from you and said this, let me be the first. You are not behind. You are not broken. You just weren't taught. Take your $100. Don't wait until you have more. Don't wait until you know more. Take the test. That is where everything begins. This is where people lose years. But you are still here, and that means you already made a different choice. From $100 to $1,000, and from $1,000 to something that keeps building while he sleeps. That is the point. That was always the point. 3 things Marcus knows now that would have changed everything if he had known them earlier. Start small. Start now. Consistency beats timing. And belief is always the first investment. If this changed how you see money, even slightly, then Marcus's $100 just did something it was never supposed to do. It reached you. The money was never the point. The point was always the person you become when you decide to take the test. $100, one decision, one test, and why it changed how Marcus sees everything. Now you know. What you do next, that part is yours.